Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 126th episode of Don't Forget the Popcorn. Well, last week I reviewed the new Final Destination movie, Bloodlines, and after watching all of these again, I said, why not rank them? Haven't done a ranking in a while, so why not? This is a franchise I've grown up with, and have seen all of these in theaters, actually. So this franchise does have a special place in my heart. Make no mistake, they aren't all great, but there is an undeniable charm to these movies. I won't be spoiling any of them, so if you haven't seen them, you're all good. We'll go down 6-1. This list will be based on a combo of which are the best made and my favorites, because with movies like these, everyone is going to have a different one as their favorite. Everyone's list is different, and I'm sure mine is different from yours, so please drop your rank in the comments below. But I must say, for a 6-movie deep horror franchise, this one's pretty good, pretty consistent. We don't get horror franchises this consistent. So, like and subscribe, follow me on Letterboxd, it's linked below, and let's get into Final Destination Ranked. Number 6, The Final Destination, 2009, directed by David R. Ellis. The fourth installment of this series is god-awful. This is the one with the racetrack. This story sucks. The premonition sucks. Most of the kills sucked, except the pool car wash one. You have no real attachment at all to any of these characters. Half of them don't know each other, and the ones that do don't even feel like they do. The acting is terrible. No one in this movie was good. So, for such a short watch, it feels like a slog. I really have nothing to say about this one besides it really can be skipped if you're running a marathon of all these. I'm shocked this director did such a bad job after making one of the better ones we'll talk about later. Number 5, Final Destination 5, 2011, directed by Stephen Quayle. Even though I have it at 5, it's not nearly as bad as 4. We get Tony Todd coming back in this one, so that's always nice. And the premonition is pretty solid, and it makes you afraid of bridges. There's 3 really good kills in that make it all work. I will say this, it plays it a little safe in its storytelling. It follows a more basic formula a final movie could take, but it's entertaining enough, and one of my favorite kills in the whole franchise is in this one. Although it's unrealistic, just think of that gymnastic scene. I don't know why, I just love that kill. The characters are standard, just like almost everything else about it. But I think they just wanted a safe cash grab after how terrible the fourth one was. Overall, not a bad watch at all. With some memorable kills, it won't be your favorite, but it won't be your least either. Number 4, Final Destination Bloodlines, 2005, directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein. Okay, I know some of you are likely wondering why this isn't number 1 or 2. Look, from here on out, I like all these movies are pretty close. This movie is making some money and bringing in the best reviews of the franchise, but I can't sit here and say that it's the best. I just think it's been a long time and everyone is excited, and for good reason. This one has to be one of the best premonitions and one of the best stories. This movie is funny. I laughed a lot at the kills. In fact, this movie has some of the best kills in the franchise, but the CGI on them take some of the flavor out for me. The old movies were practical and they look fantastic. Also, I must say, I didn't really like any of the characters in this besides the dude with the piercings. The only lead I liked less than our lead in this one is Nick from the fourth one. But even with that, this movie is still a damn good time and I laughed and cringed really hard. This is a great way to bring back the franchise after 14 years. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. Number 3, Final Destination 3, 2006, directed by James Wong. Okay, this one is a part of my childhood. My friend group at the time was obsessed with this movie, and although I think the premonition is one of the weakest ones, the kills are some of the best. Come on, man, the tanning bed scene is classic. So is the weight room scene. This is the one with the roller coaster. One thing that helps this film is James Wong was directing, and we got 2 of the better leads in any of the movies. Mary Elizabeth Winstead has enjoyed a nice career since this movie. This movie's effects look great, and I think it's one of the best paced ones. I actually can quote this one, I've seen it so much. This is the one where I think the films took a bit more of a comedic approach, where the first two were a bit more serious. This movie is super fun though, and if you're a fan of the franchise, this has to be in your top 3 out of the 6. Number 2, Final Destination 2000, directed by James Wan. The one that set it all off. I know you likely expected this to be at number 1, and it should be, but we'll talk about that in a minute. This movie is the best acted, with some of the best characters, and one of the best stories. It was a staple in late 90s, early 2000s horror. We get Devon Sawa, Ali Larter, Sean William Scott, and Kerr Smith carrying this thing, and actually gives the characters pulse and personality. Although the premonition is just okay, the kills are fun and well paced, and most of them in this are actually quite realistic in the way they could happen. Maybe not the teacher, but most of them. We also see how creepy and effective Tony Todd is here as the Undertaker. This movie was quite original for its time, one of the best horror movies of the early 2000s. I still know people who are afraid of planes because of this. And number 1, Final Destination 2, 2003, directed by David R. Ellis. Now, I could be biased here because this is my personal favorite one, but for good reason. This one, although it may not be a better made movie than the first one, the kills are better, the story is a nice continuation that actually coherently connects the first one, and this one, in my humble opinion, has the best premonition by a landslide. The reason is, it is the most realistic. A brutal yet exciting scene of a traffic pileup that made people to this day not want to drive behind logging trucks. This premonition is still talked about to this day. I don't know how David R. Ellis did such a good job with this movie, just 6 years later fell off a cliff with 4. The characters in this one still have a lot of personality. You got Ali Larter returning from the first one, so that's nice. Some of my favorite kills are in this movie, and this movie, in my opinion, keeps you on edge the most while anticipating the kills. The first 2 films in this series are undeniably horror classics. Guys, thank you so much for watching my Final Destination Ranked. Let me know your rankings below in the comments. Also, let me know if there is a film or topic you'd like me to review. Like and subscribe, help me hit my goal of 700 subs by the end of spring. Follow me on Letterboxd, Ralph Vader. I'll link that below. I got a podcast with my buddy, The Cutting Room Floor. I'll link that below for more movie content. I'll be back next week. And don't forget the popcorn.